Honorable Speaker, as members are aware, yesterday, Wednesday, 28th June 2023, was a public holiday marking Eid ul-Adha. And I would like to convey my belated wishes to our Muslim brothers and sisters, some of whom are still observing the holiday today. Honorable Speaker, due to the public holiday yesterday, the appearance by the Cabinet Secretaries that had been scheduled for yesterday has been deferred to next week. Therefore, in accordance with the provision of Standing Order 42A, 5, and 6, I wish to convey the following Cabinet Secretaries are scheduled to appear before the House on the afternoon of Wednesday, 5th July 2023 to respond to questions as follows. The Cabinet Secretary for Water, Sanitation and Irrigation to appear to respond to the following questions. One question by private notice, number 007 of 2023 by the member for Alego Usonga constituency, the Honorable Samuel Atandi, MP, regarding the collapsing dikes around Lake Kanyaboli, which have resulted in flooding of the area and displacement of people. Question number 158 of 2023 by the member for Ikolomani constituency, Honorable Bernard Shinali, MP, regarding the implementation of the Moise Bridge, Matunda Water Supply and Sanitation Project. Question number 159 of 2023 by the member for Turkana Central, Honorable Joseph Emathe, MP, regarding the status of Naoros and Nadoto irrigation scheme in Turkana County. And question number 247 of 2023 by the member for Rongo constituency, the Honorable Paul Abur, MP, regarding the stalling of Rongo Town Water Supply Project. Honorable Speaker is the Cabinet Secretary for Labor and Social Protection to appear to respond to the following questions. Question number 088 of 2023 by the member for Konoin constituency, Honorable Brighton Yagon, MP, regarding the welfare of Kenyans working in Saudi Arabia and efforts geared towards regulated licensing of recruiting agencies. Question number 089 of 2023 by the member for Yata constituency, the Honorable Basil Robert, MP, regarding incorporation of senior citizens into the older persons cash transfer scheme. Question number 090 of 2023 by the member for Konoin constituency, Honorable Brighton Yagon, MP, regarding formulation policy framework to support children whose parents or guardians are incarcerated. Is question number 091 of 2023 by the member for Machakos County, Honorable Joyce Kamene, MP, regarding the plight of orphans, widows, and widowers in the country. Question number 092 of 2023 by the member for Kirinyaga County, the Honorable Jane Jerry Minor, MP, regarding the effectiveness of Inua Jamii program since its inception. And question number 160 of 2023 by the member for Kiambu constituency, the Honorable John Mashua Waithaka, MP, regarding eligibility of cancer survivors being registered as persons with disabilities. The Cabinet Secretary for Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development to appear to respond to the following questions. Question number 084 of 2023 by a member for Mwingi Central constituency, the Honorable Gideon Muliungi, MP, regarding errors in title deeds for parcels of land in Mui Coal Basin. Question number 085 of 2023 by the member for Mwingi Central constituency, Honorable Gideon Muliungi, MP, regarding the high mast security lighting project in Mwingi Town. Question number 086 of 2023 by the member for Saboti constituency, Honorable Caleb Amisi, MP, regarding ownership status of the parcel of land LR number 5004/30/R, currently occupied by Kuala International Sugar Company. Question number 087 by the member for Elaisamis constituency, the Honorable Joseph Lekuton, MP, regarding review of boundaries bordering Laisamis constituency. Question number 109 of 2023 by the member for Nakuru Town East, the Honorable David Gikaria, MP, regarding Kazim Taani Project Phase 3. And finally, question number 117 of 2023 by the member for Embakasi West, Honorable Mark Mwenje, MP, regarding status of ownership of land popularly referred to as MCO in Molem Ward in Embakasi West constituency. Honorable Speaker, members will also note that today's order paper includes a motion proposing an alteration of the House calendar for the second session. It seeks to vary the period of the short recess so that it commences next week on Friday, 7 July 2023, instead of Friday, 13th July 2023 as planned. Honorable Speaker, without preempting debate, I urge all members and committees to conclude any urgent matters before them and ensure that there is smooth transaction of House business before the recess begins. Honorable Speaker, with regards to the business for Tuesday next week, the House is expected to undertake second reading of the following bills, should they not be reached today. 1, the National Rating Bill of 2022. 2, the Conflict of Interest Bill of 2023. 3, the Food and Feed Safety Control Coordination Bill of 2023. And 4, the Statute Law Miscellaneous Amendments Bill of 2022. Debate will also be undertaken on the following motions, should they not be concluded today. 1, ratification of the Bamako Convention on the ban of the importation into Africa and the control of transboundary movement and management of hazardous waste within Africa. 2, the Public Finance Management National Peace Support Operations Fund Regulations of 2023. 3, ratification of the Minamata Convention on Mercury. 4, the Defense Cooperation Agreement between the Government of Kenya and the Government of Seychelles. 5, report on the Consolidated Fund Services expenditures under the financial year 2023-2024 budget estimates. And 6, report of the Kenyan delegation on the Parliamentary Dialogue on United Nations Convention Against Corruption, UNCAC, and Global Parliamentarians Against Corruption, GOPAC, Annual General Meeting. Honorable Speaker, the House Business Committee will reconvene again on Tuesday, 4th July 2023 to schedule the business for the rest of the week. And I wish to lay this statement on the table of the House, and my apologies for it being too long today.
Next order. Thank you. Majority Leader.
Order number 8, motion, ratification of the amended Nairobi Convention and the Protocol for the Protection of Marine and Coastal Environment of the Western Indian Ocean from land-based sources and activities. Question to be put.
Order, honorable members. Order. Honorable members, I now put the question to order number 8, that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry and Mining on its consideration of the ratification of the amended Nairobi Convention and the Protocol for the Protection of Marine and Coastal Environment of the Western Indian Ocean from land-based sources and activities, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 4th May 2023, and pursuant to the provision of Section 8(4) of the Treaty Making and Ratification Act 2012, approves the ratification of the amended Nairobi Convention and the Protocol for the Protection of Marine and Coastal Environment of the Western Indian Ocean from land-based sources and activities. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. If those of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, motion, ratification of the Kigali Amendment on the Montreal Protocol on the substances that deplete the ozone layer. Question to be put.
Order, honorable members. Honorable members, I now put the question to order number 9, that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry and Mining on its consideration of the ratification of the Kigali Amendments on the Montreal Protocol on the substances that deplete the ozone layer, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 4th May 2023, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 8(4) of the Treaty Making and Ratification Act 2012, and approves the ratification of the Kigali Amendment on the Montreal Protocol on the substances that deplete the ozone layer. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 10, motion, alteration of the calendar of the House.
Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Order number 10.
Yes, you are on order number 10.
Sorry, Honorable Speaker, I was speaking to the chair of the Public Petitions Committee. He has heard you and heard me from wherever he was.
Yes.
Honorable Speaker, allow me to move that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 28(4), this House resolves to alter its calendar for the second session regular sessions as adopted on Wednesday, 15th February 2023 by varying the period for the short recess with respect to the second part of the session, so that A, the short recess commences on Friday, 7th July 2023 and ends on Monday, 24th July 2023, and B, the House resumes regular sittings on Tuesday, 25th July 2023 to continue with the second part of the session. Honorable Speaker, as the motion says, we want to vary our calendar in line with what we agreed in the House Business Committee on Tuesday of this week. We were to commence our regular sittings short recess, the 1 week short recess from the 14th, which is the other week. And the House Business Committee approved that we bring this motion to bring that recess forward to the 7th of July. Appreciating, Honorable Speaker, that the National Treasury has been able to disburse 100% of the GAF funds and almost 90% of NGCDF, and I think they should be completing, if not complete, I think they have completed even NGCDF. And for the first time before the end of a financial year, all disbursements for NGCDF, even amidst the difficulties that have been there in terms of raising revenues, they have worked hard to disburse this money, and I'm sure the NGCDF board is now in the process of disbursing that money to constituencies. Honorable Speaker, appreciating that members of Parliament, when there are regular sittings of the House, except probably myself and the Honorable KJ and a few other members who don't have the rare privilege of enjoying any mileage claims, but we enjoy the rare privilege also of being able to access our constituencies even at the time the House is sitting. Members may not have a lot of time to engage with the members of the public, especially this being at the beginning of a new financial year. And as the leaders in their constituencies, and Honorable Speaker, you know, these members of Parliament have no role now in CDF. They are not patrons of CDF. They don't administer the fund. They don't implement it. They are strangers in CDF committees. But they have a huge responsibility to ensure that, one, they are oversighting the implementation of those projects. And especially at a time like now when money is released in huge tranches, many of fund managers back in our constituencies, knowing there is no meaningful oversight on the ground, may take advantage, and members will find their CDF money is being misused or misappropriated. And you know, when CDF money is misappropriated in your constituency, the media will not mention the fund manager or the committee. They will say the Honorable Ichung'Wa's constituency or the Honorable Robert Bui's constituency, money has been stolen. And they make it look like it is a member of Parliament. So it's important that members of Parliament get time off the regular sittings to go and shepherd the meaningful oversight of the implementation of projects in NGCDF and GAF for our gracious women reps. Two, Honorable Speaker, at the beginning of a new financial year, we are required to submit new proposals, or NGCDF committees are to submit new proposals. These proposals, as provided for in the Constitution, need to have gone through some form of public participation. And it is meaningful and active public participation. And that public participation can only be meaningful if the leaders in the constituencies, being the members of Parliament, are there to lead and offer guidance to members of the public to be able to ensure that even in the next financial year, projects that are proposed by your committees and forwarded to the National Board are projects that address the real, genuine concerns of the people on the ground and not the wishes of a few people who sit in our CDF committees. It was therefore found in the wisdom of the House Business Committee that we take this recess, we make it 2 weeks so that we use that time, and also allow a number of committees that have not had time to sit when the House is sitting to also finalize many of the reports that are pending before committees, Honorable Speaker. With those very many remarks, Honorable Speaker, allow me to request the Honorable Leader of Minority, who is also a member of the House Business Committee, the Honorable Pio Wandai, and member for Parliament for Gunja, to second, but to also caution him that because this recess is starting on July 7th, that we are not giving you time to do other things other than go to Gunja.